It's just after sunset, and the news cycle is buzzing. Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam join forces to deter China. Headlines flash across TV screens and social media. The world is watching as three of Southeast Asia's most important nations announce a historic step. Their leaders met earlier today in Jakarta, pledging to strengthen their partnership in the South China Sea. The announcement comes after months of rising tensions. The South China Sea is one of the world's busiest waterways. It's also home to competing claims, especially with China's growing presence. For years, fishermen and coast guards from these countries faced harassment and danger. Now, something is changing. Reporters rush to the harbors in Manila, Jakarta and Hanoi. They see ships preparing for joint patrols. Military officials shake hands, smiling for the cameras. With this move, Indonesia, the Philippines and Vietnam aim to send a clear message. They are ready to protect their waters together. This dramatic news scene highlights a new chapter for the region. For the first time, these countries are not just talking about security, they are taking real action, side by side. The South China Sea has long been a zone of tension. Fishing boats face attacks, Coast Guard vessels confront each other, China's ships patrol waters claimed by others. For Indonesia, the Philippines and Vietnam, this was becoming a daily threat. Illegal fishing and smuggling were also growing problems. Each country tried to protect its own territory, but alone, their efforts often fell short. Chinese coast guards outnumbered them. Many illegal activities went unchecked. This put food supplies, jobs, and national pride at risk. The seas became a place of uncertainty and fear. This is why cooperation started. The three countries realized they could do more together. By sharing patrols, information, and resources, they could cover more ground. They could show strength and unity, deterring those who would break the rules. Their decision is not only about security, it's about defending livelihoods, ensuring legal fishing, and keeping vital sea lanes open. Working together makes each nation stronger and safer. The new partnership is built on a trilateral framework. This is a set of agreements and rules that guide how Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam will work together. It's more than a handshake, it's a legal foundation for cooperation. For example, Indonesia and Vietnam recently agreed on their maritime boundaries. This removed long-standing disputes and built trust. The framework includes joint patrols, shared intelligence, and quick responses to emergencies at sea. If a fishing boat is harassed or if there's an oil spill, the three nations can now react together. They also coordinate on how to handle incidents with foreign ships, reducing the risk of misunderstandings. This cooperation fits the goals of ASEAN, the regional group that promotes peace and stability. It shows that countries with overlapping claims can still find common ground. The framework is open, transparent, and based on international law, especially the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. By building clear agreements, the three countries hope to set an example. They want to show the world that disputes can be managed peacefully through dialogue and teamwork. Defense ties between Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam are growing stronger. In the past, each country trained its military and coast guard alone. Now, they hold joint exercises. Officers visit each other's bases. They share lessons about how to handle tough situations at sea. This partnership is not just about ships and soldiers. It includes sharing technology, building better radar systems, and creating common rules for encounters at sea. By practicing together, their forces become more effective. They learn how to communicate quickly and solve problems as a team. Vietnam, for example, has experience dealing with larger ships in disputed waters. The Philippines has strong legal claims and international support. Indonesia brings advanced surveillance and diplomacy. By combining their strengths, they build trust and confidence. These partnerships also help calm tensions between themselves. If mistakes happen, there are channels to talk and fix problems before they get worse. This spirit of cooperation makes the region safer for everyone. Managing tensions at sea is only part of the challenge. Today's threats go beyond ships and borders. The three countries are now expanding their cooperation into new areas, like logistics and cybersecurity. They recognize that modern security requires action on many fronts. Cyber attacks can target ports and naval systems. Hackers might try to disrupt communications or navigation. To prepare, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam are sharing information about cyber threats. They are training specialists to defend against online attacks that could harm their economies or security. Logistics is another area of teamwork. The countries are coordinating how they supply their ships and crews during long patrols. This ensures that their forces can stay at sea longer and respond to any crisis quickly. By thinking beyond traditional threats, the three nations are building a stronger, more flexible alliance. This makes them better prepared for whatever challenges may come in the future. Joint training is now a regular part of life for their militaries and coast guards. In 2025, they will hold a major maritime law enforcement course with the support of the United States. This will bring together officers from all three countries to practice boarding ships, arresting smugglers, and responding to emergencies. These exercises are more than drills. They help build friendships and trust among those who patrol the sea every day. By learning each other's languages and methods, they can work together more smoothly during real incidents. Regional forums, led by ASEAN and other groups, also bring together officers and officials. Here they discuss best practices and agree on common procedures. This reduces confusion and helps everyone follow the same rules. With better training and coordination, these countries are ready to face threats like piracy, trafficking, and illegal fishing. Their teamwork is a model for others. ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, is the main group for regional cooperation. It brings together 10 countries to talk about trade, security, and peace. Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam are all active members. Their new alliance supports ASEAN's goals. However, ASEAN often struggles to act quickly on security issues. Some members have close ties to China. Others want to avoid conflict. Because decisions must be made by consensus, it's hard to agree on tough actions. Despite these limits, ASEAN remains central. The trilateral framework fits within ASEAN rules and complements its work. It shows that smaller groups can move forward even when the whole bloc can't. Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam hope their example will inspire more cooperation within ASEAN. ASEAN's continued support is crucial. It keeps the region focused on peaceful solutions, dialogue, and respect for international law. People in Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam have welcomed the new alliance. Fishermen say they feel safer knowing their coast guards are cooperating. Families hope this teamwork will protect their livelihoods. Many believe that unity is the best way to face powerful neighbors like China. On social media, citizens share pride in their leaders' actions. Journalists and experts debate what this means for regional security. Some call for even stronger partnerships to include other ASEAN members. Others warn that the alliance must stay flexible and avoid provoking bigger conflicts. Neighboring countries are watching closely. Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand are considering similar steps. They see the benefits of joint patrols and shared training. The hope is that this new spirit of cooperation will spread throughout the region. The alliance is already changing how Southeast Asia thinks about security. It could set a new standard for how small nations protect their interests together. What happens next? Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam have shown that unity brings strength. Their alliance is likely to deepen. More joint patrols, bigger training exercises, and stronger legal agreements are on the horizon. They may invite other ASEAN countries to join their efforts. The upcoming ASEAN summit is a key moment. Leaders will discuss how to expand cooperation and handle disputes with China. The alliance could become a blueprint for the region. If successful, it may help keep peace and stability in the South China Sea for years to come. Challenges remain. China is unlikely to back down easily. The three nations must stay flexible and prepared for new risks. But their determination and teamwork are a powerful signal to the world. In the end, this new partnership shows that even in troubled waters, nations can find common ground. By working together, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vietnam are building a safer, more secure Southeast Asia, one patrol at a time.